Slugs are a real problem in Northwest gardens, and if you garden, you probably know that. This is a clump of daylilies that I was dividing, and unfortunately I had not put any bait down, and you can see the damage that the slugs have done to this plant. For me, the choice that I use in my own garden is Cory's Meal. I like it, and always read and follow label directions, but you just want to put it lightly around the plants on damp soil. So evening is an ideal time. If you prefer not to use meal, there are pellets, and there's also Cory's Deadline. Look for the Meta label on all Cory's products.
Moen Machinery prides itself on its history and their 60 years of doing business and serving the community. They welcome the opportunity to earn your business and provide the Moen Machinery tradition of excellence. Kubota tractors are designed for those who demand more power, more versatility, more value. Whether you work in the backyard or the back 40, there's a Kubota tractor that's just right for you. The staff in Moen Machinery has years of skilled experience. Let their experts put you behind the wheel of a new Kubota tractor today. Moen Machinery, from the farm to the garden, your first stop for quality equipment.
In the Garden with Mike Darcy is brought to you in part by Moen Machinery, Meta, the active ingredient in Cory's and Deadline, Black Gold, and Marquee, your casual living store.
Well, with the nice weather, or I should say maybe at least it's not raining today in my own garden, I've been working out and doing some things. And one thing I did, we have a very large pot here at our entryway, and I thought I'd try a new plant to me. It's a cordyline, but it's called Festival Grass. And this is one where a lot of cordylines will come up on a single stalk like this and then branch out with their foliage. This one is supposed to stay lower and more spready like this, and these are not prickly at all, so by an entryway it would be fine. So this is a fairly new one. It's cordyline Festival Grass. This is a sunny location, so it's getting a lot of sun, going to get a lot of sun, but I think the bronze reddish color here goes really well with the color of the pot, so it kind of looks really good. And you'll notice I put 2 plants in here instead of 1, kind of instant gratification there. But some other things that I've just been working on in my garden, we're always doing things, I do things wrong a lot. This pulmonaria, we had it out in the back part of our garden, and it's so pretty right now. It's full bloom, and it just seemed like, why do we have it in the back garden when we're not out there this time of year? So I just transplanted these. This was 1 clump, and I just divided it into 2. So now I've got 2 clumps of that blue pulmonaria. Very, very pretty plant. And a couple new plants for me too. This is a new Pittosporum that I got from Monrovia. It's called Golf Ball, and you can see the stems are very, very dark, almost black. Very nice shiny foliage on it, small leaves, and it's supposed to stay like this. It's supposed to stay sort of low and mounding. So I put 3 of them in here, and I just thought it'd be a nice thing to have here because it is evergreen, and we need something that'll kind of stay low there. So those were new for me to put in. And then another new one, Forsythia, is pretty common, but this is a new one from Monrovia, and it's called Magical Gold. And the thing about this one that really has intrigued me is the flowers are quite large. So the bush is supposed to stay more compact and have very large flowers. But Forsythia to me means spring, and this certainly would be very springy. The area where I put in the Pittosporum, we had some hostas there, and I took those out because I'm going to move them someplace else. And this time of year, hostas are coming up. You can see the new shoots coming up here. And if you do want to divide them, they're very, very easy to divide. And really all you need to do is, when you have a clump, is, and I know it sounds drastic, but this will be just fine. Take the shovel, take a good shovel, just go right down through it, and you can see right here where they've come up a little bit right here. You can see that right there, but those will be fine. So now I've got 2 plants, very, very easy to do. So if you want to divide hostas, now is the time to do it. And if you look in there, probably a slug. Oh, yeah. Okay, and finally, real quick, the New Zealand flax, they got burned a little bit from the winter, And so I took them out, and I'm going to divide these, and these are very easy to divide by just pulling apart. So those are just some things that I'm doing in my own garden, some new plants, and sprucing up some others, and doing some divisions as well.
For a complete listing of all the plants you've seen and the places we've been, go to mikedarcy.com.